Crypto has been a big topic of discussion as of late, and for once I'm not talking about rug pull scams. Crypto's been cementing himself as a mainstay in the competitive scene as more and more teams begin to play him in the current meta. He's one of the most powerful but difficult legends to play in the game, but as of late, whether you're a casual player or an experienced player, I think he's worth learning. If you don't know me, I'm Phisheyy and I am one of the crypto mains of all time. I'm in the top 100 for crypto kills on PC worldwide, and hopefully that'll convince you to let me indoctrinate you into the crypto main cult. Well, enough about me. Prepare yourself to feast on the juicy knowledge that I'm about to feed you about this character. Crypto is a bit of a complicated character, but the core piece of his kit is his tactical, which is his drone hack. At first, hack just seems like a drone with nothing really special about it, but hack is able to open loot pills, doors, and care packages. Crypto can use his drone to check how many squads are in range by pinging banners, scan survey beacons using it, highlight enemies using it, and is able to retrieve teammates' respawn banners as well as revive them instantly with the drone. With hack, you're able to tap your tactical button to throw it 25 meters in the direction you're looking at. If the green ring on your crosshair is lit up, that means that the drone will hit a wall when thrown, and turn around after.
Into my eye in the sky.
If it is not lit up, you can still throw it, but it'll keep facing whatever direction it was thrown. If you hold the tactical button, you're able to throw hack out and enter drone mode to pilot it. If you hold right click or the equivalent while in drone mode, you can switch between flight modes. Hack has a HUD showing its health, remaining range, and meters to target, whatever you're looking at. Just to let you guys know, hack has 50 HP. Hack can be piloted up to 200 meters away from Crypto, but be deployed up to 240 meters away from him before it will be recalled. Crypto's guns will also automatically be reloaded after about 3 seconds while in drone mode. If Crypto's drone is destroyed, it has a 40-second long cooldown. A tip to prevent it from being destroyed is that its health is replenished upon recall, so make sure you're taking care of it. Another thing of note is that Crypto's drone is not targeted by aim assist, so you could use it to bully controller players if you'd like. A good tip to remember when piloting Crypto's drone is that you're basically playing as a small ball, so sometimes getting in close range of enemies can make it really hard for them to hit it. Putting your drone in areas such as flanks can also help benefit your team, as the team will be revealed if hack scans them or if they destroy it. Overall, as Crypto, you need to maintain a balance between being in your drone and scouting for your team, as well as shooting your gun at the enemy. Make sure you're participating in fights with your team, and to not be hyper-focused in your drone. Crypto's ultimate, EMP, is tied to his drone. An EMP comes out of your drone, has a 3-second cast time, deals 50 damage to shield, slows enemies hit, and destroys many enemy traps. EMP can destroy Caustic's barrels, Rampart's walls, Gibby's dome, Catalyst ferrofluid, Lifeline's drone, Watson's pylon and fences, enemy Crypto's drone, Mirage's decoys, Horizon's ult, Seer's ult, Loba's ult, and can get rid of the electricity on Newcastle's ult. Crypto's ult doesn't destroy friendly traps. EMP is a great ult to initiate fights or to be used defensively as a self-EMP. Your own shields are cut while EMP'd, but your teammates aren't. However, your teammates are slowed if you EMP them. If you want to win a self-EMP fight, just put your crosshair over the enemy before they put it over you. A good tip to set up EMP is to usually set up the drone in a spot where no one can see it, as EMP goes through walls. Keep your drone moving as you EMP if it's visible to the enemy. Another good thing to know is that if someone is scanned by the drone, and they're within the EMP's range, as the EMP has a radius of 30 meters, as well as Crypto's Neuralink. I'll talk more about EMP when I get to some vital Crypto matchups, and how to use it against specific characters. When it comes to leveling up your Evo shield, I'll only really use it on gray shields, or from around 100 damage to level up, as EMP is a very valuable and useful ult in fights. Also usually be carrying an ultimate accelerant with me so I can get EMP up faster. In the game, Crypto's passive is defined as his ability to scan targets with his drone and highlight them. The drone is able to detect anyone within a 240-degree radius of its front camera that's within 30 meters of it. This, in my opinion, is kind of a shitty way to say that Crypto kinda has a passive. In my opinion, Crypto's more passive ability is his ability to detect squads by looking at banners, and some Crypto mains have pushed for him to have the ability to check it outside of his drone as well, which I think would be a really good QOL update for him. Since the most important part of Crypto's kit is his drone after all, I figured I'd go over some of the stuff that you could do with it, which I primarily use in combat. What some people may know is that Crypto could use heals and ultimate accelerants while inside drone mode. To do this, you'll need to hold down the tactical button, input a healing item while the drone is being thrown out, and then you'll heal in drone mode. I really like to do this to pop a battery when I'm gonna self-EMP, so I'll be able to reset to full HP and have more health than my enemies by the time it finishes and my battery pops. It can also hold off enemies from rushing you while you're healing.
I don't have
kill him. Just go. Oh.
Crypto can also charge a Sentinel or Rampage in drone mode. All you need to do is press the button to charge while in drone mode. I think you need to be holding the gun up before you drone though.
My drone.
While this isn't much of a tech, one of my favorite things to do with my drone in a fight is to throw my drone out and swing the enemy while they're shooting the drone down. Nothing better than interrupting someone's peaceful birdwatching experience with a stomach full of lead. While this is mainly something I do in pubs, sometimes we'll even find the right opportunities to catch someone in ranked. Another cool thing with the drone is that you could psychologically manipulate your enemies by striking fear directly into them. Hold up. Leave the premises immediately. Thank you. Fear me! I'm gonna fucking terrorize you. When it comes to competitive settings or ranked, especially endgames when you're posted up waiting for the ring to move, it is very important to use your drone to locate other squads. By doing this, you'll be able to try and scout the best possible rotation for your team, and even grief other teams that are blocking your way by using EMP to briefly draw them back to heal. In perfect fashion, the day before this video was released, I found out about a new tech that you could do with crypto. This was discovered by Murphed on Twitter, and elaborated on a little bit by Moki Sniper. Crypto can place his drone at the bottom of one of these sliding doors, and jump really high using it. To do it, you basically need to position your drone under the door and make sure it's barely above the ground. Close the door, and then open it as you're climbing it and then jump off. Crypto's drone on the surface doesn't seem very complicated, but there's so much more you could do with it. What I like about Crypto is that you can be so creative with this kit, and it feels very rewarding to pull off plays with it. When I think of matchups that I think Crypto plays well into, the first three I think of are Wattson, Gibraltar, and Seer, so I'm going to be covering those and how to play into them a little bit. When it comes to Wattson, she's undoubtedly Crypto's best matchup, as literally all of her equipment can be destroyed by an EMP. If a Wattson team is able to set up in a building, if they just put their gen down, all you gotta do is press your ult key and run at them, and you're pretty much good to win the fight. Crypto's EMP could also destroy Gibraltar's dome. While Gibby isn't really played much anymore because everyone got scared that Maggie Ball can destroy his dome, nobody cared about Crypto being able to do it because no one plays the damn character. Which is why I'm telling you this. EMPing a dome is especially useful in endgames where it's the team's main form of cover or protection. I've also used it for mix-ups when I have a Gibby on my team. We ult the enemy Gibby team, they use their dome, I EMP it, they die. You get the picture. Seer is a character from the game Apex Legends. You could also EMP his ult. A good way to play into Seer is to bait out his ultimate and then follow up with an EMP to destroy it. What most people don't know though is that as Crypto, there's a way to not get scanned by Seer. If you're in drone mode and your drone is outside of Seer's scan, but you're in the Seer scan, you won't get scanned. This also works if you're healing in drone mode, meaning if Seer tries to cancel your bat, he won't be able to. Thanks Respawn development team. I don't really think that Crypto has any bad matchups per se, but he plays really well into pretty much any defensive legend with his ability to destroy traps with the EMP. As a bonus, if you're fighting a Caustic team, make sure you try to bait his traps cooldowns before you EMP them. This way Caustic won't be able to put any more traps down after they're already destroyed. And another tip is that Caustic traps that are already, exploding won't be destroyed by the EMP, so keep that in mind. Well, that's mostly it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. If you're wondering why I didn't cover his use in arenas, well, it's because in arenas he kind of sucks, which I might elaborate on in another video about the recon class as a whole. And why are you playing arenas anyway? That mode sucks. Also, sorry this video took me like a month to make. I got back into school a little while ago and I've just been bombarded doing a ton of stuff and I felt really exhausted as of late. So thank you all for waiting. I'll hopefully be quicker on my videos next time. I already have a couple ideas I want to work on. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you didn't. And yeah, I'll see you all later.